All right, we're live. Hey there, good Sunday afternoon. Carl here of Untapped Genius. I am so beyond excited. I've been doing these lives for thousands of days in a row now, and it is time to up level in a big way. I've been doing a lot of thought and consideration to, what is it to make a bigger difference in people's lives? What will have people check in and stay tuned for longer periods of time? What will it be to have people interact and engage with these lives? So I've been really having a lot of fun investigating what other people are doing out there, specifically in the gaming world. These guys are amazing at what they do and what they can create. So I'm in a phase right now where, if you've been watching my lives, you know I'm about to launch everything I've been up to for the past 20 years, and a dream come true for the first time in 50 years, actually. I can feel it in my bones. It's happening as we speak. So many things are shifting with that. What was once impossible is now not only possible, but it's effortless. Things are coming to me. Ideas are coming to me. People are coming to me. And so one important piece of this whole thing is, how do I come across? And part of that is the visual effects that, this headset on here, the visual effects that hopefully will be subtle but impactful. So that when folks are watching me, like right now, I'm using a program called OBS, and it's a scene switcher. So this is a behind the scenes kind of day. So I am going to share, so here's the program OBS. And it enables me to, I don't know if you can see it, but in this quadrant right here, I've got a number of scenes set up with different camera angles and different screens showing. So like right now, I'm screen sharing this, well, actually what I've superimposed with OBS right now, so it looks a little funny in here. But I can quickly switch scenes with this program, as you can see. And again, it looks all funny right now, but that's the idea. So anyway, OBS is very powerful. It's open source, meaning it's free. And there are amazingly talented folks out there who build these things called overlays. And an overlay is, so like right now, you see the box behind me, sharing my screen. And by the way, I've got 3 different screens that I'm running right now. And so I can quickly switch to that. And here's my other camera. And so you can see I've got a 32-inch screen at the top and then 2 24s on the bottom. Well, down here on the floor, I don't know if you can see this, but yeah, this is what's now my former TV. It's a 65-inch TV. It started showing these white polka dots on it. I guess one of the layer of the panels, it's coming apart. I don't totally get it, but supposedly I can fix it. I don't know. So I just bought a new 70-inch TV. Love it. Big fun. But if I can fix this thing, this 65-inch TV will become a monitor, I'm thinking, on the back of this wall. And so then what I would have is 4 screens, a 63-inch at the, actually towards the bottom, and it would be the base on the wall. And then I would have the 32 and then the 2 24s standing vertically. That's the idea anyway. I've also got a new green screen on the way. So this thing over here is the green screen that enables me to superimpose any image or video in the background, like the blue waves that I normally have here. Well, you can see that there are lots and lots of wrinkles on this damn thing, and it's such a pain to try and straighten out. And it's 10 feet tall. I've got 12-foot ceilings here and 15 feet wide. So I just ordered a paper version of it, and it's going to enable me to have 0 wrinkles. And then I can change the lighting and perfect things with my visuals right now. I also have the latest, greatest webcam on the way from Logitech. I've got a Scene, what is it, 920. Industry standard, top rated, but yet, if you take a close look at my image, it's blurry. There's a softness to it. don't like it, but I've been putting up with it forever. So no more putting up with anything. So I've got this incredible 4K webcam on the way. And also, I figured out how to turn my phone into another webcam, because phone cameras are excellent quality. And this will be Wi-Fi wireless, therefore. And I've got a stand that will hold the phone on the way. And so I'm going to have a total of 4 cameras, 2 center, like right now, and then 2 on the side. And the whole idea is that with OBS, you can quickly switch screens, right? And you can have these preset camera angles, just like at a TV show or in a movie. You know, if you take a look, you know, there's like a couple of seconds of a particular view, and then it changes. Because one view, like right now, this whole time, it gets boring. So with the central intention of increasing my engagement with my audience, the camera switching becomes important. What also becomes important, I'm going to share with you right now, I'm really, really excited about this. It's very hard for me to even consider hiring somebody. I'm a do-it-yourselfer. I'm a web developer. I just do all this stuff myself. And it takes me so many hours. And I love it, but it's a waste of time because I'm here to do something rather grand here. It's time to launch Untapped Genius, Life is a Wave, and I can't be spending time on graphics and websites and stuff, right? So what I'm going to show you is a website called Fiverr. Have you heard of it? Fiverr is where you can hire people to do just about anything you can imagine in the world of graphics and videos, and actually much more. And so what I'm going to do is, now again, right now you're watching me with me small to the right, and then I'm screen sharing, right? And then with OBS, I can quickly switch to the main screen. Then I can also screen share on a smaller panel to the left of my shoulder, right? So I created, if you take a close look at the perimeter of what you're seeing on the screen here, it's just a black box, right? Well, these guys, I've been looking into gamers and, you know, who are the kids that are just up on the latest, greatest kind of stuff, right? So I did some research and I went to Fiverr, and Fiverr is an amazing site, again, as I mentioned, to hire people to do graphics, videos, and that kind of thing. So I found this one guy, and so I want to look for somebody who can do what's called a Twitch overlay. So when I do these OBS recordings and you see the screen like right now, instead of a black box, we can have all sorts of other things going on. Now, when you watch a news program, right, for example, you're going to see these little subtle animations happening in the background. You don't really notice it until you notice it, right? Well, they do this for a reason. It's to keep the mind and the eyes focused on the screen. So these gamers, they are pros at switching screens to keep it interesting. Like right now, I want to get used to doing different screenshots to keep you noticing, right? So we're going to go one beyond that. And what I'm going to show you right now is I'm looking at Fiverr.com, and I'm looking at this one artist, and he's got all sorts of samples of his work. So let's take a look at it together, and you can see what it takes to find somebody to help you with your branding or whatever project that you're working on. So if I go full screen here, let's see. First of all, he's got some really interesting work happening here. Okay, so now you're going to see that subtle lighting going around in circles, right? And these different animations. Look at him. Look what he does. So cool. All right, now these are just samples, and so I am writing up an instruction setup so that he knows what I'm looking to do, some of the things that I like what he's doing, and giving him the details of the project and whatnot. And what's it going to cost me? So for $100, now let's go to the basic. So a lot of time, it's called Fiverr, by the way, because the starting price for a lot of these folks is $5. Here, it's $35 for a custom overlay in a face cam. So it's like when I go to this mode right here, and you see the, no, not this one right here. And so I can take my view and I can unlock it and I can move it, like right here, right? And now you see there's nothing around me and it looks like I'm just floating. Well, these guys will create these little borders that are really cool with very subtle animations going around it and whatnot. And so I am going to hire somebody. I'm going to hire this guy actually today for sure. And, you know, so they give you the basic price, $35, which is really cheap. Standard, $65. You get a couple of other things. And the premium, which is the one I'm going to go for $100. It's going to give me a panel design. And a panel design is the overall box that you see right now, right? It's going to have these subtle animations. So let me show you some of the examples of what he's got going on. Now, some of them are for gamers, for kids and whatnot, right? But you will be able to see maybe how this could apply to somebody like me. And hopefully very soon, in the next day or two, you're going to actually see an example of this in my next live. So exciting. So let's see what this guy does. And again, very subtle. So you're going to see the glowing things and the little subtle animations and whatnot, right? And I'm also going to create what's called an intro and an outro. So whenever you see me do a live, you're going to see a little animation, like a beginning of a TV show kind of thing, right? But it's only going to last 1 or 2 seconds. And these folks are amazing at creating this stuff. Again, very subtle here, right? Very, very subtle. And that's what I like about this guy. So he's got a whole ton of different examples. Let me show you several of them. Okay, so, you know, my whole thing is life is a wave. It's Untapped Genius, tapping your potential, right? And I could see like little waves, like you can see these little glowing things, very subtle, not over the top, right? Now, this stuff that you see right here, that's for gamers, and they need these different boxes and whatnot. And I don't need that. But again, subtle animations. Look at the cloud patterns that he creates. So with the life is away thing, I could see the like subtle waves happening in the background, and it's all about tapping your potential and whatnot. You know, what imagery could represent it? I don't know, but I'm going to rely on him to come up with some creative ideas. And how much is it going to cost me? $100. Now, I've been watching people who hire these people, and what they'll do is they will go for somebody who's really cheap, like $35 or whatever, and they'll see what kind of work they do, and then they'll go for premium. And $100 is actually cheap for premium. You can spend $200, $300, $400 for logos, little animations, and that kind of thing. So I'm going to hire this guy for sure. I want to see what he does. But a very important thing is you cannot be attached to any particular person or outcome. You just have to have the intention in mind. Like, hey, you know what? I want a kick-ass live presence. And again, this is a behind-the-scenes day. So real quickly, now you're going to notice I've got a microphone in front, in view right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the 63-inch TV that I showed you earlier, which is down here. It's now my former TV. I got a new 70-inch. I'm really excited about that. It's really fun. I love my good movies and good, huge imagery and whatnot. But I've got this 63-inch screen that's showing these white spots on it. Did a little YouTube research. I think I might be able to fix it. This 65-inch TV will then be mounted. I'm going to hire somebody to do this on the back wall here. So these 3 monitors, the top one again is a 32-inch, and then we've got 2 24s. The 2 24s are going to be vertical. I'm going to have this one above the main screen, and then my desk. I'll show you. Like as I sit here, here's my main desk, right? Then here I am sitting right now, and then I've got my back wall with my green screen. So I'm going to move, and I've got this rotating desk right here that's separate. Can you see that? It's on a floating pole. I'm going to move all that back towards the green screen. And I'm going to have a little table back there. So that, along with 4 different cameras, I am going to have a left camera, a right camera, the latest, greatest 4K camera that I just ordered should be here tomorrow. $300 for a webcam, that's expensive, but what I'm up to, it's nothing. Really important to have good equipment and have exciting presence. And I have to admit, man, you know, I've done what, 1,300 lives without missing a day, and I've gotten complacent. And I've gotten kind of like ho-hum, and no more. It's time to up level. So with the graphics and the video little animations that I'm hiring this guy for, along with the equipment, we're going to make a difference. Now, all of that doesn't mean anything unless I have good content. And so that's actually the primary focus is, you know, focus on content that's going to be valuable for my folks. I'm going to be targeting, I'm going to be doing Facebook advertising so that, you know, I can really reach out to the people who are most passionate about what they're here to do, but stuff's getting in the way. Now, that's all of us to varying degrees. The people that I really want to hook up with are those who have that extra sense of passion. Like, you know, they don't even have to know what they want to do in this world, right? But they have this, like, you know, especially because of the corona wave. Is there a better time to do our thing or to find what that thing is and do something a little out of the ordinary or something extraordinary, right? So that's what I'm all about, is helping people find what that is and then helping them to actually do it and to live it and to experience, because we need people to show up more than ever in our lives. Would you agree? This world needs the best of the best ideas coming forth and coming to full fruition. Yeah? So me as a catalyst, man, that's my job. Love it. I'm hugely passionate because I can relate to wanting to do something in this world, but yet in the end thinking that I'm not enough, that I have too many blocks and things getting in the way for me actually really showing up. And no one's really going to like it, or it's not going to make a difference. All those doubts and fears and stuff, it's so normal for people to have, but yet we think we're the only ones. It's in the best of the best of the best. The Oprah Winfrey's or the Tony Robbins or the anybody that you can think of who are in the top tier of their game, they will likely have imposter syndrome, as it's called, to varying degrees. Like, you know, they feel like, well, an imposter, because it comes so easily to them, their talent, their genius, that they question the value of it. So it's in all of us, that not enoughness. So this behind the scenes thing, the single intention with all of it is to help people connect with whatever message I have to share. And in the end, to let people know that you're more than enough, like way more than enough. And when I say that, it's like, really, Carl? They're going to think like you're just powder puffing things, making them feel good or whatever. It's like, no, it's not about that. We are definitively more capable than what we as individuals think we are capable of doing. I'm absolutely 100% convinced of that. And I can show you the physics of just how amazing you are. That's the joy of what I bring. For me, it's not just a philosophical feel-good thing, because there's all sorts of positive memes out there, and you see these pretty pictures of Instagram things that I should be doing, but I don't feel like doing, and, you know, Facebook posts that inspire and whatnot with these feel-good things, affirmations, and it's like, great, and I make no judgment about that, but that in of itself does, it might inspire or uplift somebody for a couple of seconds, but then it goes away. Does it actually make a difference? So I'm constantly thinking of what will make that difference. How can I connect with another human being to really let them know? It's like I mean business when I say you specifically are freaking amazing. And anybody who has just a tiny bit of openness or ability to hear that, I can take that openness and just blow it up. And again, my conviction with this is that we need to have people be their amazing selves more than ever. With all the craziness in the world, is this not the perfect time to discover that and put aside any of the crap that gets in the way of that? Those doubts, those fears, those limiting thoughts that are in every single one of us. The ability to question those limits is everything. Everything. Don't question it, you got nothing. Question it. And unexpected possibilities will exist for you. But we can't do it alone, nor do we want to. Let me tell you, I'm a do-it-yourselfer. You can't do it by yourself. Well, you can to a certain degree, right? And it all depends. Like in what I'm doing here, I'm the central player. Without me, nothing happens. But I can't do it by myself, nor should we have to or want to. So I hope you enjoyed a little bit of the behind the scenes thinking, as well as showing what it's like to get help. Well, I get Fiverr here, as you can see. Amazing talent out there. And they're waiting to be hired. And they need the money, like we all do. And here's this artist for $100. He's going to create the most amazing, cool little freaking intros and outros for my lives, as well as my Life is a Wave recording, which I'm going to officially start doing as soon as I get the latest, greatest webcam in, and I get my latest, greatest green screen in, all happening this coming week. So I'm beyond excited. Yeah. Time to rock. Yeah. So what are you working on? What's your focus? What's getting in the way? Get in touch with them. If you want that little nudge just to get you moving in some small little way, but significant way, I'm here. The help is here. The people who can help you are here. Oh my God, the talent in this world. So we're waiting for you to reach out. Let's do it. See you.